Yokoso Otakus, this is Dre, and we are here back with more Shuten Order. Today, we're going to start a new route, and I'm going to reveal the big surprise. We're going to play the Ministry of Sin, which I think is like I'm ready to play it and check it out and see where it goes. I couldn't find my hat for this recording session, so I'm going to have crazy hair today, and that just is what it is. If you guys like this content, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Subscribe to Yokoso Otaku for more anime, news reviews, and gaming. Let's get into it. All right, so here is our choices. We have the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Science, and the Ministry of Education. Okay, you know, I don't know why, but I want to do the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health is supposed to be more of a traditional escape game, and that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. For some reason, I don't want to do the love one, and I also kind of want to leave a female to the last and not just do two males in a row. So let's check out the Ministry of Health. Yugen Ushitora. Someone has kidnapped 21 people, including Yuga and Ushitora. They have been locked up at an unknown location and are forced to play a life-threatening game. In order to get him to confess, you must first solve the case. Extreme escape adventures. So let's check this out, actually. I think this is going to be awesome. Are you sure he's the culprit? I mean, he sounds like he actually could be. The gatekeeper to the afterlife. Try to take screenshots. Sorry for all the weird sounds. You're sure the murderer is the head of the Ministry of Health? Yugen Ushitora? Ushitora? Yes, I don't have any evidence, but if you think so, then I'm sure it's true. Let's get started investigating him right away. I made a choice that may just lead me to killing that person. Once we find undeniable proof, we'll shove it in his face and make him confess. That's right, you need to search for physical evidence that will force him to talk. Physical evidence? Where would we find that? Culprit may still have it hidden away. The only part of your body that has yet to be found is your torso. Now that you mention it, they said that the torso couldn't be located. We went through all this. A lot of this stuff's very repetitious. That's why I cut the stuff off at the beginning there. Just like hot microphone. I'm so done with you. If talking doesn't settle it, we're going to need to find where the body is hidden. While we're at it, let's see how the ministers divvied up the body. I'm sure we can figure out how the murder was committed. You must be curious too, huh, Ray? I mean, I am a little. No, seeing my own corpse would probably drive me crazy. Yeah, we don't have time to grumble. There's only a 3-day limit. We gotta catch the culprit. But I wonder where the big lug is now. Shuten General Hospital. Hospital? Oh, yeah. Ministry of Health that Yugen Ushitora manages medicine in medical technology R&D, distribution and management of all health systems in the city. Any service related to health or medical treatment probably falls under their control. The Ministry of Health also has a medical facility, the Shuten General Hospital. Yugen Ushitora is a doctor and the director of that hospital. Because of his elite medical skills, some call him the gatekeeper to the afterlife. What a lofty nickname. Let's head to Shuten General Hospital then. Ugh. Ray, are you ready? Yeah, wait a moment. What should I even do at this hospital? Remember, you're playing a private eye who sniffed out the founder's murder. You should bravely offer assistance to solve the case, but we can't give them time to prepare by setting up an appointment beforehand. Make up some symptoms and then start your questioning suddenly while getting care. Let's name it the fake illness strategy. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So when in the hospital, get sick. No point in worrying about it now. Detectives should move first, think later. I've never heard that said of detectives. Never, not once. The beautiful story. Ugh. Our one little scene we get every 7 hours. I don't know why I always like this. Back to 167 because we just keep dying Groundhog Day style. I like to move it, move it. New end, it says. Taxi. Alright, we're going from the Hoddle to, like, all the way across the city. Oh, whoa, do I actually... Oh, that was weird. I think I, like, flicked it, and it, like, made it move, because it wasn't moving before. Shuten Gen. So this is Shuten General Hospital. I figured it was a big hospital, but this is even more amazing than I expected. Even if it's for the investigation, are you sure it's okay to fake an illness? Hold up. Don't go acting all goody two-shoes. You are the founder, you know. You are the one who decides what's good or bad in this country. Nothing you can do can be considered bad. That seems a bit of a stretch. That does seem a bit of a stretch. Hayaka, yes, haiku. Hey, hurry up. Time shows no favoritism to founders or angels. These angels are not angels. I'm like really wondering if we'll get any farther with that this time. First, we need to go to reception. 167 people. It's really crowded. No, that's the number of days, you dummy. You got it wrong, Ray. That isn't the number of patients waiting. That's the countdown to the end of the world until humanity's destruction, huh? Don't you know? The Shuten Order is a religion that seeks the world's destruction. So one thing, at this point in the game, we're on our third route. And, like, one of the things that I really wish that this game did was be like, and I know it's like a big, significant issue. Like, I don't know, it would not be solved easily. But to have a gameplay mechanic that kind of, like, figured out what routes you've taken to, like, not have repeated dialogue, so they would, like, leave certain things out. Because the way that they do it is, like, you can play any route in any order, and they give you the information that you need for each of those routes. But, like, when you've been playing route after route after route, you get this information that just seems like they're nailing it into your brain that's, like, basically insignificant, is it. Like, it's not insignificant. Like, I'm sure that plays a part in the larger scheme of everything going on, but it's not, like, super wildly important that you hear it 500 times. Like, we totally know that there's a clock and it has days, and those days are to the end of the world. Like, programming it in would be challenging, but it would make such a cooler game if they did it. Like, kind of just figured out some stuff like that. I know it's kind of just a necessity, though. Maybe that's not even a dev option. I don't know. I feel like it is, though. Don't you know the Shuten Order is a religion that seeks the world's destruction? For the believers, humanity's destruction is salvation. That's why the whole nation is waiting patiently for that day. Try to remember, that countdown can be seen all over town. In the lobby of the hotel you stay in, and the Order headquarters too. Yeah, and then they chalk it up by like, oh, yeah, remember, like, you forgot things. You know, because you died, like, so it's like almost like it didn't happen. We're gonna tell you again. Now that you mention it, humanity's destruction is salvation. I just don't get it at all. Honestly, it sounds crazy. So that means humanity will be destroyed in 167 days. What does the Order plan to do in 167 days? Well, don't worry about it. Hurry over to the reception desk and get the meeting with Yunga and Ushitori. I think it's Ush. We'll tell you everything you need to do. Just do it. Come on. Just keep forward step by step. Less thinking, more moving. Yeah, which that's another thing the angels do, but I think it's important to repeat because it, like, brings, like, the suspect nature of things up, which is important. Ah, we haven't seen her before. Who's this? Ah, when will I be cured of this illness? You're here for treatment too, right? You feel the same way, don't you? Well, I guess. We gotta make sure they don't find out we're just pretending to be sick. Yes, exactly. I hope that I get better soon. I'd love to go on a trip when I'm better. Huh? A trip? What? Hey now, Ray, you can't say that. In the Shuten Order leaving this city, this nation is forbidden by the doctrine. No way, really? Those who break the doctrine may be reported and arrested as heretics. Did I hear that wrong? Did you say trip? Yes, you totally misheard. I didn't say trip. How ridiculous. I said, Yeah, a treat. I said I wanted to have a treat. Once I feel better, I just want to eat treats. I think I'm being called for. Please excuse me. Wow, that was the least smooth thing of all time. Phew, that was so close. No, that was not so close. You're an idiot. I somehow managed to talk my way out of it. You call that talking your way out? Careful, Ray. If you're caught breaking doctrine, you'll have more than God's trial to worry about. Then you should have told me about it earlier. Well, it's okay. Still amazing how well people here follow such doctrines. Not being allowed to leave the city. Isn't that practically house arrest? Well, it's also a measure for Order members to protect themselves from the outside. From the outside, protect themselves like external threats? Okay, so like it's an interesting topic though, like that it's like crazy to not let, like, oh, they can't leave the city. Isn't that just the worst thing ever? There's people, including my coworker, I've had a lot of conversations with her. There are a number of people that are really, really happy where they're at, and they have no desire to go anywhere else. And like when I talk to my coworker about like traveling the world and, going to Japan and seeing stuff, it's like unfathomable to her. She thinks it's the strangest thing. Like, why would you want to see that? Like, they don't even talk like you do. Like, why would you want to go there? Like, that's not your place. Like, that's, you're here. This is America. America's amazing. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a weird thing. So I don't really think it would be that hard to pen people in. I must agree. Something about this city feels similar to cult brainwashing techniques. Brainwashing techniques? Isolation from the outside world, information control, also fear through apocalyptic beliefs. So, information control and fear through apocalyptic beliefs are a totally different thing other than what I just talked about, and super valid in this game, obviously. As I said before, believers here aren't allowed to access anything outside the city. It's kind of like China, actually. Not only that, the only info they're given is in official announcements from the Order, and then there's the looming threat of the world's imminent end. No, they've been led to believe that it's actually a gospel of salvation. I see, indeed. That could be very well be a form of brainwashing. Frightening, isn't it? The founder here is truly heartless. Anyway, as the founder, you're the only one who can free them to give true salvation. In that sense as well, your true revival is of the utmost urgency. Which we kind of talked about pretty heavily in the last one, is wildly weird and makes no sense, because we're like, why would they want to resurrect the person who wants the end of the world to occur when they're saying that the world won't end if I come back? Like, I can stop it. It's just, I don't know, it's a conundrum, a very strange one. And I don't trust these angels even one bit. I'm on full sus mode with these little mothers. Let's talk to this receptionist here, check in. How can I help you today? Well, Mannequin-kun, I don't know. I feel a little sick. We'll have a doctor assist you right away. Can you fill out this form and wait here? If possible, I'd like the director, Ushitora, to see me. I'm sorry, we cannot take requests for doctors in this hospital. I see, right. Come on now, I don't mind. If a patient asks for me, I'll be happy to oblige. Huh? Ushitora? There he is! Huh? There is who? You're a rude one, huh? Sorry. I wasn't expecting you to show up right at this moment. Want me to take a look at you? Come on. Sure, bro. He left. Well, follow him, yo. Is it really okay if I follow him? He told you to. Why are you dumb? Himiru, Mikatoru, why are you ignoring me? They're gone. They're out. They're out skis. So that's the other thing too, is these... Okay, so these angels don't want to be seen by the ministers, yet in the last one, he saw them. He knew they were there, and he's like, don't trust them. Do not trust them. We'll talk later. So I think that the ministers know who these two are, and that's why they're trying to stay hidden. They totally are aware of who they are, and but I don't know. Things are weird. Good luck. Not as if. You're telling me I gotta go by myself? Yeah, that's how this works. What's the matter? Hurry up now. Right, coming. I guess it can't be helped. Yeah, I guess not. Guess not. Look at that eye exam. It's just all a bunch of like C's. You're exactly 36.5 degrees. It seems you have no fever. Do you have any other symptoms besides fatigue and nausea? No, I'm fine, really. There's no sickness going around. I don't have much more to say at this point. See how you feel for a week. If you still feel ill, come back then. Even if the symptoms are light, feel free to come get checked. It's a bother when patients just check their symptoms online and refuse to come. Right. Whoa, what a creepy look there. The Ministry of Health's Shuten Order. Right now, he strikes me as a kind doctor. He looks not kind at all. In fact, he's very honest and easy to talk to. I also suspect not. Could he really be a killer? I don't think this is the real him. Well then, is there anything else you wanted to ask about? What do I ask? What do I do? What do I ask? Now I really wish Himaru and Mikotoru were here. What is it? You don't need to hold back with me. Well then, here it goes. Whatever will be, will be. Please tell me about the murder of the founder. Excuse me? No, sorry, I'm actually a private detective. I'm investigating that case. I really came here to ask you about it. Then what? The symptoms you mentioned were just lies? Yes, sorry. He's gonna be pissed. Oh, well, that's a relief. What? I don't care for lying, but it's always good to have one less ill person. What? That was a weird response, yo. Also, the pattern on his clothes is awesome. Like, huge props to the designer of that. You know, I am the minister of the Ministry of Health, Shuten Order. If the Order members get sick, I get sick. If Order members are healthy, I am healthy. Blessed be the Shuten Order. Yeah. Okay. So I just went into a little soliloquy about the founder, right? I was just thinking about the matter as well. I'll tell you whatever I can about it. Really? That'd be a very short chapter. But where did you hear that the founder died? That's a rumor, you know. I'm bound by professional ethics as a detective to maintain confidentiality. Professional ethics. I don't care to leave that question unsettled, but please just don't tell anyone. This nation would be thrown into a panic if it were known that the founder died. I actually do fully agree with that. I think that is absolutely true. Right, of course. So you're investigating the founder's murder. But I'm one of the suspects too, so you came for an interrogation. That's... Oh, I don't mind. I'd like to clear up any baseless suspicions anyway. I don't have anything after this, so I'm fine if you want to question me here. Thank you. Okay, now I'd like to ask you... Wow, okay, they're just gonna drop all this. This is weird. This is like one of the weirdest starts. About the time of the murder... okay, how much has the time frame of the founder's murder been narrowed down? Come on now, detective. You haven't even discovered that? Yeah, I just started the investigation. Well, that's good. That means I'm the first person you're questioning, right? This guy's face is like, what in the fuck is going on? Oh, great to be number one. I get a fresh slate. Thanks for picking me first. No problems about my question. That's right, the time that the founder was killed. Based on what I was told, he was last seen during the National Foundation Eve celebrations at midnight. Multiple security guards saw the founder coming out of the cathedral's prayer hall. It was Kishiru Inagami of the Ministry of Justice who found the body. Inagami found the body in Central Park at around 6 in the morning. That means the crime occurred between midnight and 6 a.m. Narrowing down the time of the crime from the last spotting to the body's discovery. From midnight to 6 a.m., that's the time frame he was likely killed in. So it looks like I'm curious about, we're collecting, really high-level interest points. I'm wondering how those are going to come to fruition in Endgame. Can I ask you for your alibi? This is just a formality, something I need to ask all involved. Oh, it's no problem. I'm a suspect after all. And please don't go strangely silent like that. Well then, where were you from midnight to 6 a.m.? Let's see, I finished up work. I was just sleeping at home like normal. You can check with my sister if you wish. Do you live with your sister? But I suppose relatives' account is meaningless. Right, there needs to be another person backing it up. No alibi, so maybe the killer really is Yungen Ushtora. You know, it may not be as simple as the murder happening between midnight and 6 a.m. Huh? What do you mean? Inugami muttered this before. The site of the crime may have been the cathedral's prayer hall. Yeah, we've discussed that much earlier. The cathedral's prayer hall. Well, the cathedral is the place where the founder prays. Every year on the eve of the National Foundation Day from December 31st to January 1st, the founder remains in the prayer hall for an entire day to pray. I guess I don't need to explain this to you. Everyone knows that, right? Of course I knew that. Yeah, I see. I was in the cathedral the entire day. In that case, it's very likely that I was murdered there. But the dead body was discovered in Central Park, so it was carried afterwards? Yeah, probably. I will need to confirm this with Kishu Inagami of the Ministry of Justice later. We did that. Wait, so you're questioning the time of the crime now? How's that related to the site? If the prayer hall was the site of the murder, the time of the crime changes. What do you mean? Well, the night guards who spotted the founder remained at the cathedral until morning. Nobody saw the founder return to the cathedral after he left around midnight, not a soul. Right, something doesn't add up. I really want to know how we're going to get wrapped up. Like, this is weird. Like, all we're doing is a regular doctor visit. We're talking with this guy. He's spilling the beans. Like, where is the turmoil here? Like, I know we're going to end up in, like, an escape game. But how? That is odd. If the site was the prayer hall, I must have been there between 12 and 6 a.m. But if there's no sign I was in the prayer hall, then that is inconsistent. I think you can trust that the founder was spotted at 12. There were many witnesses. Does that mean that Inugami's statement that he found the body at 6 a.m. is false? Or that the theory the founder was murdered in the prayer hall is wrong? Well, one of them must be wrong. I can't stand when things are unsettled. But both were from Inugami, right? Why would he make this his own story so inconsistent? Well, it's because of those leaves. He's a bit out there. I wouldn't trust his story fully. Okay, we know about grass. We've learned that. Leaves? I don't know what that is, but it sounds suspicious. So it's grass. It's grass. Why don't you make him quit? I personally would like to make him quit right now, but he won't listen to me. It's not quite time for a doctor like me to intervene. And that is true. I mean, you think about it's basically tobacco, and tobacco is pretty rough on the body. So in the end, I can't lock down the time or site of the murder. Even after questioning Yungen Ishtora, there's a lot left of the unknown. Maybe I should talk to the other ministers. The power of God is certain. Yungen Ushtora is the murderer, but just in case, I should clear the other ministers as potential suspects. Plus, if I find something unnatural in Ushtora's account, I can pursue that. Sure. The other ministers? Why? To be honest, I consider you ministers to be the prime suspects of this case. So I wondered if you found anyone to be suspicious. Is he angry? But I need to ask that for my investigation. Just looking at the situation, it's most likely someone who sees the founder often. Yes, your logic is sound. Objectively, it would make sense to suspect a minister. Thank you for your understanding. Then who do you think is suspicious amongst the others? Well, I have no clue. Or rather, I don't want to think about it. I mean, which is incredibly fair. Don't want to think about it. To be honest, some of the ministers suspect that one of us did it. But I can't even think a fellow minister would kill the founder. I don't want to. Not just the ministers, I believe that no order member would kill the founder. The founder was beloved by everyone in this country. Who could do such a thing? But the truth is that the founder, I was killed by someone. Even if you don't want to believe it, I must find the truth. The truth is out
では
there.
牛虎さんは
Well then, Dr.
誰が
Ushtora,
教
who
祖
do you
様を
think
殺したとお考えです
killed
か
the founder?
きっと犯人は生き
The
残
only
る
culprit must be a heretic. Only they would try to kill the
そ
founder.
もそも
Murder is
殺人は
forbidden in the
宗教の
doctrine.
教
I'm
義
sure that it was heretics.
異教徒
Heretics. Those are the dangerous people who oppose the beliefs of the order. It sounds like there's a lot of them out there. It really does. It really sounds like there's a lot of these guys. Ah, founder, why did you have to be killed?
それにしても
But Yungen Ushtora seems like a person with deep feelings. Did he really kill me? Yeah, he seems really nice so far. It's kind of
他の
weird.
幹部に
I
怪しい
understand.
方
So
は
then
い
none
る
of the other ministers are suspicious. Yeah, I guess none of the others are suspicious.
急に
Oh, why did you suddenly start crying?
心配な
I
や
am
つは
worried about one of them.
心配
Worried? Ah,
不死
yes.
鳥卍のこと
We did her first. Manji Fushiko.
不死鳥は
Manji Fushiko, the head of the Ministry of Security?
あいつは誰よりも
She was the most heartbroken about the
俺ら
founder.
の前じゃ弱さ
She never
を
shows
見せね
weakness in front of us, but
実は
I
結構
think she's in pain. That was
あ
also
いつは
really
ここ
true
数年
too.
体が
She hasn't
不
been
調で
well the last few years. She's lost a lot of
俺の
weight.
苦手じゃ
In my opinion, she could die at any minute, and she actually wanted to. So she's kind of on a suicide run. She's been reckless and crazy and yada yada
あ
yada
の
yada.
不死鳥
Manji
は
Fushiko could die at any moment or minute.
とても信じられない話だけ
Exactly.
ど
It's hard to believe, but I can't think of any reason for Yugen Ushtora to lie.
そ
Sure.
れに
Yeah, that's right.
保険や
I
医
should be
療
able
を
to trust the
司る
judgment of the head of the Ministry of Health. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
あいつのためにも
Please find the murderer quickly for her sake, too. Of course.
Ushtora
Wow, this
さん
is
は
a
教
lot
祖
here.
様
What was your relationship with the founder? I'd like some information that might link to a motive for murder.
関係か
Relationship? Feels odd to answer that
旗
formally.
から見たら
From the
普通に
outside,
上司
we
と部
must
下
have
って感じ
just,
だった
or we
とか
must have just seemed like a normal superior and subordinate.
だから
On the outside.
ああ別に
I don't mean anything special by that. Just that as men, we understood one another without needing to say much.
俺らは
As
信
men,
頼し合って
huh?
るってね
As men. This is what I'm saying. Some weird stuff going on. It's like a lot of people complain that they don't handle the pronouns correctly, but like, I don't know what they're doing in this game. I'm like really, really curious because there is parts where contextually there isn't confusion, but then other times, I don't know. I'm just guessing. We're gonna find this all out. Just that as men, we understood each other without needing to say
少なく
much.
とも俺は
At
教
least
祖との間にそう
I
いうも
felt
んを
that kind of
感じてた
understanding with the founder.
男同士
Man,
え
huh?
私
Even though I'm a girl?
女なのに
See, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like so confusing. So confusing. It's just like if it was mistranslated, the main character wouldn't be responding to it, right? Like it's obviously a storyline, a point of storyline. So is it badly translated? I don't know. I'm still not there with it.
ということは
Does that mean Yungen Ushtora took me, the founder, for a man?
いや私が
No,
騙
I
してた
could have lied about it.
待てよ
But see, this is the second person we've had this conversation with. But then we've had other conversations with people who have referred to us as a female. And so things are strange. Wait a second. Yungen Ushtora is a doctor.
ウシトラさんは教
Did you
祖
ever give
様
the
を
founder a checkup?
なんだよいきなり
Where did that come
い
from?
や
Oh, it's nothing. I was just
国
curious.
のトップを
The
診
top of the
察すると
country
やはり
would only
トップ
be
の
seen
医者
by
が
the
いるは
top doctor, I figured.
ずそして
And you are the top doctor, Yungen Ushtora.
診察する機会が
In
あ
a
れば
checkup, I would have to get undressed. Then my sex should be obvious.
よくわかんねえ
I
が
don't get it, but whatever.
教祖を見ること
Of
も
course, I
も
gave
ちろんあった
medical checks to the founder,
あいつ
but he
は
was
何を
really
警戒
wary.
してんだ
Wouldn't even let me touch him.
だからあいつ
So
の
his
診察を
checkups were just verbal.
そう
I see.
理由はわからない
I
け
don't
ど
understand the reasoning, but it seems I intentionally hid my gender.
うん残念ながら
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any evidence that Ushtora did it. So, like, I could get canceled for saying this, but this is just where my mind goes, okay? And I don't mean anything wildly offensive by it. This is my thought, right? What if the main character is transgender, right? And they see themselves as another gender than what they were born as. But in this world, maybe they don't want to come out and tell everyone that, especially as the founder is this big, important figurehead. So maybe while they have these feelings, only people that are truly, truly close to them, like, and I forget her name, but the Ministry of Security, she made comment about the main character being female, so, and also being in love with her. So, I don't know. I wonder, and I've mentioned this kind of before in another playthrough, and people probably don't really care on this whole commentary, but the Japanese in general are not the greatest about addressing this kind of stuff. Like, they're a more conservative culture, from my understanding. And it's not that there's not acceptance out there. I just think that, especially in games and media and depictions and stuff, they're not as nuanced, I guess, as like the US, I guess. I don't know. Take that for what it is. I'm not making commentary on my feelings or thoughts about it. These are things that I'm thinking of. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any evidence that Shuten Order did it. All right, last one here. About the part of the corpse he's keeping. Can I see the part of the founder's body you're holding? Huh? Eh? You even know that? Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. I showed my hand. No, it's good. It's good. You're giving yourself credence, right? Like, you're showing your deep level of knowledge. That's my thought. What do I do? Himiru, Mikotoru, what should I do? Fine, bro. I'm gonna insist you tell me where you got that information. Well, you know, another rumor or professional ethics? Yes, that's it. Hi! Man, something stinks here. But whatever. Huh? Whatever. I actually feel a bit relieved having everything out in the open like this. Wait a sec, I have it stored deep within the shelf over there. What? You have it just right there? I think it's an arm. Yeah, this is the right arm of the founder that I'm holding. Because we found the 2 legs, and we found the other arm. So, I mean, really, we're looking at it. No, we found the head. We found the head and 2 legs. Yeah, the head and 2 legs. So we should have one arm and... well, one arm now and the torso? Huh. I don't know how this is going to wrap up. Now I'm actually wondering about that, too. This is the right arm of the founder that I'm holding. This is... ugh. It feels weird to see my own severed arm. If you wanted to see this, I guess you're looking for hints to the murderer then. Well, anything stick out to you? You showed it to me easily, so confident. Does this mean there's no hint from this right arm, or that Shuten Order isn't the killer? Well, did you want to investigate it? Yes, I was just about to. Is this a bruise? This pattern? No, this is a mark from a religious war. Religious war? There was a war before? It was before my time, so I don't know the details. But you know how the founder was an elite soldier during the religious war, right? No, this is weird new info. What? I mean, of course. I don't, but it seems well known. Can't let him know I lost my memories. For now, I'll just pretend that I know. It seems the founder wielded a knife during that war. The pattern on the handle of that knife remains as a bruise on his palm. That's how tightly he gripped that knife as he fought for his life. Pattern on the knife's handle. Well, that reminds me. I don't have the bruise on my right hand palm. Does that mean wounds or injuries aren't recreated during reincarnation? Other things to ask. Everything settled? That pretty much means I ain't the murderer, right? No, I don't know that yet. I need to talk with the others. Come on, you really are too doubtful. So there was another thing in the end of the last playthrough too that kind of jumped out at me that made me really wonder. Like, there's a possibility that we're not the founder. Who we are, I don't know, but there is a universe where we're actually not the founder. Possibly. Well, and you really are too doubtful, but there's nothing else to talk about.
あった。
Yes, there is.
教祖を殺したっぽい凶器。
I have the murder weapon that killed the founder. Nani?
ほら、
Ah,
これだ。
what's this? Well, it looks like the same weapon. Is that the same weapon that I brandished? It's got those marks. Knife?
教祖を殺し
The
た
founder's murder weapon is this knife?
でも
Well, why do you have it?
昨日の19時くらい
Around 7 p.m. yesterday,
大
it
聖
was
堂
found in the
近くの
garbage
ゴ
near
ミ
the
箱
cathedral.
発見者が保健
A
師
man from the Ministry of Health discovered it.
これに
Plus,
ちょっと用事
I
が
need it for something.
とりあえず
It was decided that I would store it for now.
大聖堂近くの
Garbage near the cathedral. Doesn't that confirm the cathedral was the murder site? Who knows? It was near it, but outside. Anyone could use that
む
garbage.
しろ辺りは人気がなく
People don't go around here, so it's perfect for throwing out something in
そう
secret.
ですか
Let's see.
ところで
By the way, what exactly did you need that knife for anyway? Well,
調べておきたい
I wanted to investigate
調べたい
something.
こと
Investigate? Did you find a clue for the crime? No, it wasn't anything important.
内
What?
緒にしないで
Please
く
be
ださい
honest
よ
with me. Weren't you going to help my investigation?
事件とは関
I'm
係ない
telling
こと
you,
だ
it's got nothing to do with the case. Just forget about it.
何
Yeah,
か
back off
隠し
there.
てい
He's
る
going to kill you. What is he hiding? One
怪
does
しいけど
wonder.
無理
He
やり
is very
引き出せそうな
suspicious, but I
話
can't force him to tell me. I
一旦は
leave
置い
it,
ておこう
or
か
I'll leave it for now. They have to, considering he's left, like he's let stuff go. We gotta let stuff go too. It's like quid pro quo, tit for tat. But like in the good way, not the
まず
sexual
確
harassment
認
way.
しなければなら
More
ないことが
importantly, I need to check one thing.
ところで
Do you have any? I didn't need to explain that. Did you have any evidence that a Ministry of Health worker found the knife?
異教とかもしれない
Do you suspect it might be a heretic?
間違いなく
No, it was
保
definitely a
健省の
ministry
職員だ
worker.
ぜ
I know them by face. You have my word.
別に
I'm not necessarily doubting that worker. I think they're legitimate.
私が疑惑を向
The
けてい
one
る
I
相手は
suspect is you,
あなたです
Ushtora.
私の抱いてい
I
る
am not doubting that the knife worker, the worker found was real. Perhaps Ushtora killed the founder and took the knife back.
その後で
After that, he made his subordinate, the worker, back up his story.
ただ今の時
However, I
点
don't have the evidence to pursue this scenario at this point. I mean, not even close to
こ
that.
こまで堂
Plus, he
々
was
と
so willing
見
to
せて
show
き
it
た
to me. I doubt this was the murder
じ
weapon.
ゃあうちの職
Now
員の
that
疑いも晴れ
suspicion,
たことだし
wait, now that any suspicion about my worker is gone, want to check out the
仕
knife?
方がない
Guess. I need to check the evidence I have now and gradually uncover the truth. I mean,
はい
what do you mean, I guess? You'd be like, hell yeah. Yes, please let me investigate it.
本当
Are
に
you certain this is the murder weapon? Yes, I think there's a strong
そういう
possibility.
のも
God.
もともとこれは
After all,
教
this
祖
is
の技術
used,
なんだ
or this used to belong to the founder. Huh? It did?
あの
Come on,
宗教
piece
戦争
it
の時
together,
使って
bro.
るの
Come
か
on.
大層
He used it since the religious war. Seems like it was his favorite.
宗教戦
Religious war. Favorite knife?
もしかしてさっ
Then
き
the
調べた
bruise on the
右腕
right
の手の
hand palm I checked before.
ああこのナイ
Pointing
フの
out the
柄の
obvious
模様
here.
に間違いない
Yes, it's the pattern from this
こい
knife's
つを何度
handle.
も強く
That
握
bruise
って
came from gripping this tightly many times, I guess. Look at all that chromatic
教
aberration,
祖は
too.
常日頃から
Even after the war, the
肌に
founder
関
would
さず
carry
こい
this
つを持って
knife
た
around
そ
closely
んな
each
大事なも
day.
ん
I wouldn't
自分で
imagine he
捨て
threw
るとは考
something
え
precious out
教祖
himself,
様が
right?
自ら
Founder would
こ
never
のナイ
throw
フ
this
を
knife in
ゴ
the
ミ箱
garbage.
に
It
し
had to be someone
お
else.
気に入りのナイフを誰かにあげたとは考えにくい
It's hard to imagine he would give his favorite knife to
だ
someone.
から捨てた人物
So
と
the
は
person who threw it out stole it from the founder and used it to kill him.
そう考えてい
Yes,
い
that makes sense. The murderer killed him with the knife and then threw it away.
一応
This
辻
is
褄
all
が
obvious. Everything fits. It's a little too
そんな風
easily.
に狂
Would
気
the killer throw away evidence that could
Honey.
link them to the crime so casually?
それよ
I
り
mean,
も
if they thought no one
見
would
つから
find
な
it,
い
I
ように
guess.
持ち帰って
They could have brought it
こっそり
back and
処分するはず。
disposed of it without it being found.
あれ
Ushtora were the killer, he wouldn't show me the murder weapon. The more I investigate, the less I understand. Just like everyone. I'm like really beginning to wonder if it's even a minister at all. It really just doesn't even make sense it's a minister at this point. Alright, what's the gem? I do want to know that. It is a very nice cut. There's a pretty stone on it. Is that a gem?
俺は
Yes, I don't know
詳
much.
しくね
It's called the pink diamond. It's a valuable and rare gem. Wow, isn't that pretty expensive?
そりゃそうだ
Of course it is. Pink diamonds only appear in around 0.01% of all
その
diamonds.
中でも
Even among them, it is rare to see one this large. It's ultra rare. If you sold it, the gem would go for a crazy
詳
price.
しくないって割
You
に
say you don't know the details, but you know a lot.
まあね
Well, my little sister knows a lot and tells me.
それにしても
But why was such an expensive gem attached to it?
最
Who
初は
knows?
芸
Maybe
能
it
の
began
祭
as a
祀だったのかも
ceremonial
しれない
knife,
し
or it's for good luck. I think his sister's gonna end up in this game that we're gonna play. He really brings up the sister a lot.
どちらにせよ
In any case, only the person who made it knows. What's the handle switch? The switch on the handle. Looking closely, there's a switch at the bottom. What is this? The high frequency switch. That sends a high frequency wave through the blade. You can also use it as a normal knife, but it is much more powerful with that on. That lets you really slice and dice the opponent. Huh? Slice and dice? What? The switch on the bottom of the handle doesn't seem handy. You would need to change it. Wait, you need to change... I think it's just a typo. You would need to change your grip each time you hit it. Are you really a detective? Hold that knife up and grip it tight. Huh? Why do I just do it? Like this? Let go of the knife and look at your palm. Ah. The pattern is upside down from the founder's bruise, right? Yeah. So he's holding it like a knife fighter. In other words, that knife is held downward. And then you could do your thumb. Yeah. Hand it over. This is the right way to hold it. Like this. I see. Like that, it would be rather easy to hit the switch with your thumb. You really seem to know a lot about this knife. Was that thing you wanted to investigate related to this switch? Yep, you nailed it. A true detective. People really, like, give me a lot of juice for being a detective, and I don't think I'm all that good. He seems odd. I get the feeling that he's lying. Yes. In that case, what did he want to investigate about this knife? It's doing this auto thing. Maybe he wanted to check if there were any clues left linking him to the murderer. No, I didn't see anything like that when I checked it. Or did he feel comfortable to show it to me after checking there were no clues? I don't know. Still, nothing. Well, does it seem unlikely I'm the murderer? That was weird. I don't know why it did that. He is quite suspicious. He knows about the knife and seems to be hiding something. He might just be so cooperative to ease my suspicions. I honestly don't know yet. Well, I guess my answers weren't enough. What else could I tell you? Eek. Okay, here we go. The plot is afoot. No, it's a plot, not a foot. Freeze? Yeah. Run away now, Ray. Whoa, what? Run away? What? Freeze? What? Okay, well, I guess that's how it happens. Question mark remaining until the end of the world. Blink. All right, well, we're going to call it there. I think this is a good stopping point as any. I want to thank you all for coming in. If you guys like this content, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Subscribe to Yokuso for more otaku. Wait. Subscribe to Yokuso Otaku for anime. What's wrong with my brain? Apparently, I'm really tired. Have a great night. Subscribe if you want to. I'll catch you on the next one for more of this cool game because I'm really excited where this goes. Peace.